Wheelchairs and motorcycles. Sound far-fetched? Well, think again. This is the Sidestand Project, a movement born in Japan, led by three brothers who've turned tragedy into triumph. A story of courage, community, and a burning desire of two-wheeled, barrier-demolishing freedom. The Sidestand Project began with a simple but radical idea. Everyone deserves to ride. Back in 2019, Haruchika Aoki started the Sidestand Project as a way for people with disabilities to experience the rush of riding a motorcycle in safe settings like racetracks or closed roads. At its heart are the Aoki brothers, Nobuatsu, Takuma, and Haruchika, legends of Japanese motorcycle racing. Nobuatsu Aoki, the eldest, started racing in the All-Japan 250cc Championship and clinched a Grand Prix win in Malaysia in 1993. He went on to podium in the 500cc World Championship in 1997 with Honda. Haruchika Aoki, the youngest, dominated the 125cc World Championships, winning back-to-back titles in 1995 and 96 with Honda. Middle brother Takuma was a superstar in the making, a World Superbike race winner and All-Japan Superbike champion in 1996. But in 1998, a testing crash at Tochigi left him paralyzed below the waist. This was the catalyst for SSP. Takuma Aoki today, 25 years after that paralyzing crash, he's back in the saddle. It was that accident that gave birth to a radical idea. SSP has track events throughout the year, beginning in early spring and wrapping with the annual Big Ride in Hakone, a closed-road event reserved for SSP participants. New members and seasoned riders come together at all gatherings to train and show their support for one another. The first event of the year was held at the Kadeen bicycle track. Due to nasty weather, practice rides were held in a covered area. Haruchika delivers a fiery pep talk, rallying riders and a small army of volunteers. These folks are the heartbeat of the Sidestand Project. Without them, none of this happens. Every volunteer is trained to know exactly what each rider needs, such as how to put on their safety boots. Every participant is geared up with purpose-built equipment, starting with modified boots that snap into road racing bicycle pedals, locking their legs securely to the bike's frame. New riders start with the basics. Training motorcycles are fitted with detachable support wheels, similar to children's bicycle training wheels. Once riders can keep their balance, the wheels come off. Because the riders aren't able to use their legs for shifting, they've got shifting here on the controls. Downshifting and upshifting. It activates this piston, which shifts the gears. These guys are setting up the helmets with communication devices. And these cute guys are helping to guide their owners safely around the event. Once the riders are all geared up, it's time to have some fun. It takes several people to lift a participant out of their wheelchair and onto the motorcycle. Once the rider is ready to train, the volunteers help steady the motorcycles as riders find their balance. For most, it's a whole new world and takes several practices before they're ready for only two wheels. You can see their confidence building moment by moment. It wasn't long before this rider already had her balance and was riding on two wheels. Here, we met participants Hiroshi Maruno and Taku Furuya, who share a remarkable story. Both became disabled in separate traffic accidents on the same day, meeting during rehab in a Tokyo hospital.
Lost your leg. Yeah. So ne. Wow.
My backbone is broken.
Wow. So the same day?
Yes. Same day, same year.
Holy moly. だけど、同じ事故ではなく、different accident. So 今日、初めてじゃないね。
初めてないです。もう2年ぐらいずっと毎回来てます。
After you heard about this event, what was your feeling?
やっぱりもう一回自分も乗れるんだっていう気持ちはありましたね。ほんで彼がすごいバイクが好きなんで、でバイク乗りたいって言ってたんで、先に私が見つけたんで、私が初め参加して、でもうすぐ彼に声かけて、それまではほら全然病院で知り合っただけの仲だったんだけど、やっぱり一緒に一番好きなもので楽しみたいねっていうんでここに参加してオートバイ乗せてもらって、で今レースもできるようになったっていう形。
いいね。
I decided to join another SSP event a couple of months later at the Soregaura racetrack in Chiba. It was great to see some familiar faces. Here, more advanced SSP riders can really get a feel for the motorcycles at speed. Nobuatsu Aoki, the eldest brother, meticulously tests each bike for safety and, apparently, top speeds. When riders return to the pits, volunteers are there like an F1 pit crew to receive them. Haruchika has everything meticulously planned down to the riding order and who's riding what. Nothing is left unchecked, and everything is prepared in advance. And participants have a very impressive lineup of big boy bikes to choose from. A BMW 1000RR, a Yamaha R1, KTM Super Duke, a Suzuki GSX, a Ninja 1000. They don't mess around. The Sidestand project isn't just a win for the riders, it's a blast for the volunteers too. You can tell they're stoked to be a part of this crew. Take Junko, one of the volunteers who keeps this vibe alive.
I am a big fan of the Aoki brothers. I love motorsports, and when I was a teenager, they are very superstars. So I found out this project. First of all, I came here just like for supporting. My feeling was supporting, but every time I come here, it was changing to like come here to see my friends and chatting and just supporting. So every day it's like a stressful day for everyone. But if I come here and just forget everything and chatting with friends and supporting, and it's really enjoyable.
Takuma is suited up and ready for a rip around the track. He's the soul of the Sidestand project. After such a devastating accident, most would have hung up their helmet. But his fire is still burning. He tells us a bit about what SSP means to him.
そうですね、このプロジェクトは我々車椅子のライダーにとってみたらすごく希望の、星です。なぜならすごくそのバイクに乗るのにすごくやっぱり難しいし助けが必要なんです。ですけどこの SSP のプロジェクトはそういったもう二度とバイクに乗れないと思っている我々を、助けてくれる、それでまたバイクに乗れるっていう夢を叶えてくれる、そういったねプロジェクトになっていることは僕らその障害を持っている、ライダーたちにとってみたらもうやっぱり希望の光です。もう本当にねこれがもっともっといろんな人に知ってもらって希望を持ってもらえれば嬉しいなと思います。
Biker buds Furuya and Marino are ready to do some laps on some incredible machines. Marino's looking sharp on his sleek Kawasaki Ninja 1000 SX. Its smooth torque, perfect for cruising on the track. Furuya's all in on his very impressive Yamaha R1. You can feel their passion. For them, SSP isn't just about riding, it's about freedom and friendship, full throttle. Volunteers standing by vigilantly until they get the green light. First, it's Marino on the Ninja, followed by Furuya on the R1. ready to show us how it's done at Soregaura Forest Raceway. Nobuatsu says the biggest return on his involvement with SSP is the reactions he gets from the parariders.
So after they are riding, they make a big smile like a child,
Right.
So that smile makes us so happy. Well, they are always feeling like this.
This pararider rocking the #1 jersey takes the Africa Twin out for a spin around the 2.4-kilometer track. Meanwhile, the KTM Super Duke has been cleared for takeoff. And, returning to the pits, absolutely stoked to be out on the track. This event is transformative for so many. I asked Haruchika Aoki about why he started SSP and the future he sees for this amazing project.
サイドスタンドプロジェクトを始めるきっかけとしては、僕たち3人でロードレース、オートバイのロードレースを世界選手権を走ってまして、で、ある時、1998年の時に次男の拓磨が転倒をして脊髄損傷を負ってしまったんですね。でそれから車椅子生活になってしまって、バイクとかけ離れている状態になりました。2018年の MotoGP のイベントか何かでフランスのレースかな、の時にその車椅子の人と一緒にオートバイ乗ってるところを YouTube かな見て、でこれだったら拓磨にも乗せてあげられるんじゃないかなっていうところで2019年の時に拓磨を乗せようっていうプロジェクトでこのサイドスタンドプロジェクトが始まりました。
サイドスタンドプロジェクトというプログラムは他の国でもありますか？
フランスの人たちのその活動を見たんですけど、その人たちはもう普通にサーキットでみんなでレースしてるような、活動なんですね。で我々はですね初めての方でも安全に乗れるように、ジャパニーズスタイルだけどその補助輪をつけて安全にステップアップさせていこうっていう取り組みを、多分世界では初めての取り組みでやってると思います。で10年後20年後にはメーカーだったり国のねそのいろいろの組織が変わってくれればきっとね障害を持たれている人でもオートバイで、限定はされちゃうけど乗れるオートバイはね転ばないオートバイとか多分出てくると思うし、でそうした時に、公道で走れることになってればいいなって思います。
そうですね。そして目標は、
目標はやっぱり障害を抱えてる人って世界中にもいるし、オートバイって世界中にも流通してるし、なので日本からちゃんとこの活動をしっかり活動を広めていって、いずれはやっぱり世界でも、同じ境遇の人に一緒にオートバイで楽しみたい。9月1日箱根ターンパイクやりますんで一緒に走ろうよ。
He didn't need to ask me twice. We're headed to Hakone. Hakone is a biker's paradise. Paradise lost when you have a Prius in front of you.
Come on!
Hakone Turnpike is Sidestand Project's biggest ride of the year. It's a scenic road high in the mountains of Kanagawa Prefecture, an area popular with the Japanese for its hot springs. Clear days offer stunning views of Mount Fuji and Ashinoko. SSP gets special permission to close a stretch of Hakone Turnpike for the annual SSP event. After the September 1st ride was canceled due to a typhoon, it was rescheduled for a chilly day in November. Flanked by his brothers, things kick off with a pep talk from Takuma Aoki. It's the big day at Hakone Turnpike, and everyone is pumped for this epic ride. The MC introduces the participants riding today. Of course, our friends Marino and Furia wouldn't miss this ride for anything. It's a 13.6 kilometer ride from the starting point at the Mount Taikon observation deck to the turnaround at Odawada, a curvy and scenic 27 kilometer round trip. Final checks are being done by the volunteers before the riders head out. Everything needs to be checked for safety, going over the bikes, pep talks with the riders, tweaking straps, and testing thumb controls. Majestic Mount Fuji is a perfect backdrop, watching over the event like a quiet guardian. Marino and Furia are back after their epic ride on the Turnpike.
やったんですけど、今日はこの天気でもう最高の一日でした。もうみんな本当素晴らしいスタッフさんで、ドライブも最高でした。もう途中紅葉も見えたり海も見えたりしてすごいもう楽しいツーリングでした。ありがとうございます。
とっても楽しかったです。天気もいいし景色も綺麗。オートバイ最高です。僕の大好きなオートバイのランク3にも入りますね。鈴木のオートバイ。はい。お疲れ様です。ありがとうございます。
As Takuma Aoki prepares for his ride, I can't help but think what SSP must mean to him. His life-changing accident in 1998 could have ended his riding days, but that misfortune sparked an idea that has led to a fulfilling dream for so many others. With his big brother Nobuatsu as his wingman, Takuma is off for a liberating ride through the Hakone Turnpike, showing that Africa twin who's boss on the empty roads. Once a racer, always a racer. The Sidestand project isn't just about riding motorcycles, it's about rewriting what's possible. The Aoki brothers have created more than an organization. They've built a family, changing so many lives. 2 wheels at a time. If you're in Japan and would like to be a part of SSP, either as a volunteer or a pararider, check out the link in the description of this video. And if you're interested in starting your own SSP in your part of the world, hopefully the Aoki brothers and friends have given you some inspiration.